From a customer's perspective, we are here watching a movie, and now my lead's getting all nervous. He's like, "Damn you, Charlie." From a customer's perspective, we are here watching a movie, and now my lead's getting all nervous. He's like, "Damn you, Charlie." I already told. I'm. He's like, "Fuck you, Charlie." What do you? All right, we're here to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It looks good. I really hope. And number 8. Number 8. I'm not a number. Oh. It's starting to cool down a bit, but it must be a very spectacular sunset. Be a great time to be at the beach. Kingdom of the Apes was pretty good. I liked it. I like the storyline. I like, and honestly, the effects, the graphics were pretty doggone good.
Less space, for them to move things around,
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, like people cannot walk through the sidewalk, Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you out on the street walking a minute ago.
Right, I have to walk on the road.
You like the planters?
Yeah.
Some of the planters are in front of the Assistance League of Los Angeles, a nonprofit that helps homeless and low-income children. Others are in front of the driving entrance to the legendary Sunset Sound Music Studio, which says it has been plagued by problems it blames on the encampment that has sprung up right on its corner. While much of that encampment is still there, locals who walk by there say they appreciate the planters at least clearing up part of their...
I love them. I love it. I can actually walk through the sidewalk without smelling it or walking by it.
Now, how long the planters will last is another question. Some of the folks here at the Assistance League of Los Angeles say since the planters first started going up a few weeks ago, 5 of them have already been stolen. Reporting live here in Hollywood, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
Report on lowering emissions last September would drive up gas by 47 cents a gallon
In California.
Year, with incremental increases after that. Those increases
Incremental increases after that.
$1.15 by the year 2046. One state lawmaker is calling this a secret.
It'll go higher.
CARB is denying that and plans to vote on the plan sometime.
Still want to come out to California?
Federal Reserve says more than 480,000 California residents lost their jobs in the first quarter of 2024. Our state's unemployment rate remains
Bidenomics.
at 5.3%.
Doing what it was meant to do.
1 million people are unemployed in our state. About a third of those are in the LA, Long Beach, and Anaheim areas.
But 81 million chose this.
At a hospital and has since been released. KTLA's Andy Rose Ramos live in the Vermont Vista neighborhood of South LA with the latest. Andy Rose, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. All of this happening at the Vermont Athens station late last night. To give you an idea of what this station is like, because I'm not standing at it, I'm standing at a sheriff's station, but it's a couple of blocks from where I'm standing. And so this is an overpass over the 110 freeway. It has 2 elevator entrances on either side. And at 9 p.m. last night, a woman got...
That's kind of like the station that's up on the street across from me. The Gold Line on Lake.
Departing the station. All right, we want to go to some images from the scene from late last night where you can see their sheriff's deputies all centering around that one elevator where it happened, trying to take photos and gather any evidence.
Yeah, I hate taking the elevators.
A blood-soaked shirt was seen by witnesses on the sidewalk on that side of the metro station entrance. It was completely blocked off for a couple of hours for investigators to work the scene. It's open now as of this morning. We just drove by there. But at this point, it is still unclear what led up to this stabbing. As far as the victim goes, at this hour, we're learning that they were taken to a local hospital, but have since been discharged with only minor injuries to her arm. And the suspect, we know, was wearing all black, was about 6 feet tall, and was last seen on that westbound train going toward the Hawthorne station. But it wasn't the only incident on the metro in the past 24 hours, the incident of violence. There was another one that happened yesterday at around 7 p.m. over in Glendale. That is when a fight broke out on a metro bus. The metro bus driver actually flagging down a police officer.
That's, I think, the 180 that we normally take that goes through to Hollywood.
One person was taken to a local hospital. 2 people were arrested, and the third suspect is still on the loose. But the good news there is that that one person who was taken to a local hospital only suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. All right, reporting live. I'll send it back
to live and die in LA again.
100 miles per hour.
God.
And that was in a 35 mile per hour zone.
Jesus Christ.
Narrowly missing a passing vehicle before losing control. The Tesla went airborne and flew through a vacant building. 6 people were in that vehicle.
God.
3 died, including the driver. 3 survived. All of the victims were
Oh, Jesus Christ.
4 passengers in the back seat. None.
Holy cow. Oh my
The
God.
LAPD is looking for a suspect.
He's so dark. He's dark. Hey, shadow puppets. Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Tuesday morning, April 14th, 2024. It is a little after 8 in the morning. And this is a morning after night 5 of, I've given her it's cruel, but you know what? Loony Lucy, 5 nights of just manic all night, pounding, and there's a point where I think I couldn't see from my peephole, but she was out in the hallway and screaming and yelling obscenities, and I can hear, "Oi, it sounds like Carla, but only a white lady." Oh, man. Fuck you. And I'm like, wow. And the conversations that she's carrying on is so clear and concise that it really sounds like someone else is in there. And I have to keep thinking, no, it's just her. It's like, whoa. Oh, man. This is not good. Yeah, it's a mental institution. It is a walk in, walk out. It's one of those, I'm feeling quite down. I think I shall check in for the weekend. Or if I get tired, I'll leave at any given time. This is no bueno. You gotta get the fuck out of here. It's out of California altogether. It's actually kind of stuffy in there. It's nice out here now. I had to return 2 pairs of shoes the other day. I was busy yesterday. I'm going to upload a video, do some online classes for job number 2, yes. And work on the other little bits in here. A video. I just bought some soap. I had to buy some Dove soap because now that we're kind of getting into like the hot season, my skin dries up really. Lotion, and does that happen more now as one progressively gets older? I mean, I never really had any problem other than sunburning like a tortilla left on the comal too much. But yeah, no, I guess that happens when you're older. I notice it a lot more on my lower part of my forearms to like the in between of my knuckles, I get ashy. For this light Mexican, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I get a little ashy. So I had to buy some bodies. God, yeah. Health and beauty supplies are so fucking expensive now. Now they are considerably little bit less. And then I keep going to Rouse for convenience because it's right around the corner, you know. And how stupid. I got that same mentality of forcing myself just to shop at Vallarta when it was extremely more expensive, and I could have just gone to the Rouse 5-6 blocks down the street. Go figure, right? Humans, we're so tarded. But yeah, I have to try and get my other bath soap here and my shampoo. But toilet paper is less expensive at Rouse, especially when you have the shopper's card thing, app, whatever. No more cards, just apps. So here in California, in Los Angeles, kind of slowing down on the posts and everything because of the job, and there's just so much to consume. So I guess Governor Newsom has proposed, well, you know, he has proposed to spend a lot less on homeless and different parks and stuff like that. As I've said, you know, the money's already in the purse, so much for his 10-year plan. So now, for the last couple of days, it's been showing that on Hollywood Boulevard, they're putting up more and more planters to obscure the property from, you know, homelessness. And I saw that the other day, Friday last. We're driving into Hollywood on the bus, and I could see more of the planters, especially over the former troubled harbor of freight on Hollywood. And yeah, there's a lot more, and I could see some more being put up over by the Toyota dealership further on down the road. So they're gonna, I guess, systematically, out of everything that, like in one particular area or block that they put in, I forgot like how many, only 5 of those have been stolen. I understand, I get it. So not stolen by the homeless, I wouldn't think, unless maybe the homeless has something to do with it. Hey, you know, they just put over here, why don't you get over here? But those things are expensive. The cacti, the palm trees, and some whatever, if you're brave enough to put in like a ficus or some other sort of like baby tree or something. But yeah, if it's vegetation and it's a tree of some sort, especially succulents, yeah, they're gonna get sold. They're pretty expensive here in California. Obviously, the greener the item that you buy, the more expensive. But buying green and living green is supposed to be more economical and fortuitous for our state, right? Huh. They're doing something. What could it be? It's like little tent thingy cover up, sun shield dealies. That's something heavy. They got the weights down there. Another commencement. I wonder when it'll be. It's 3:26. I was coming over here to catch the bus. There's some sort of pursuit or some sort of, I don't know what. Something's dangling off that car. The car seems to be damaged. They have a couple of young black males in custody. Oh, they're both being now cuffed. Yeah. Yeah, they're both being taken into custody. Doesn't look to be anybody I know.
After a series of violent attacks.
system, and riders, any other employees or drivers for that matter, saying this is enough. It is time for change. The latest attack happening at a bus stop here right behind me on Ventura Boulevard and Balboa Avenue yesterday. Take a look here. We have video of that suspect being arrested by the LAPD just minutes after he tried to steal a cell phone from his victim, and he hit the guy in the chest with a pair of pliers. The victim was not seriously hurt, and police say the assailant suffers from mental illness. Yesterday's attack followed a late Monday night stabbing in South LA. Around 9 p.m., police say a man stabbed a woman in the arm inside an elevator at the Vermont-Athens Sea Line station. The suspect took off before deputies even arrived. Around 7 p.m. in Glendale, 2 juveniles were stabbed during an attempted robbery. The fight started on an eastbound Metro bus on Los Feliz Road and continued onto the street. 2 teen suspects were detained, but a third is still outstanding this morning. The recent string of violence also includes the deadly stabbing of a woman aboard a train in the Studio City area last month and a series of attacks targeting bus drivers, which actually prompted some of them to stage a sick-out last month to demand more security. This morning, an online petition is making the rounds calling for Metro CEO to resign due to the ongoing safety concerns. It's already gotten more than 200 signatures. The organizer claims to be a current bus operator. The MTA is policed by the LAPD, the LA County Sheriff's Department, and Long Beach Police. LA County Supervisor and Metro Board member Catherine Barger says she wants to see an action plan put forward by 3 agencies who have law enforcement responsibility for the public transit system.
I want to hear directly from them what they feel are the impediments.
She's an idiot.
Currently in place that are not allowing them to get the job done.
She's just eating into this crap too.
She also says the safety concerns on the metro are part of a bigger problem in the city and county of LA. She says many times.
Thank you, Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, Nancy Pelosi. Keep voting left, y'all. Making California shine. Fuck. Oh, fucking 5 fucking nights, man. It is the fucking 14th of the morning. 5 nights of all of this. And this facility does nothing. God. Now she's out here. That's her slamming the door. Jesus. She doesn't, it's smudgy. I don't think she bathes. She looks as disheveled. She's been wearing that same ugly dark green sweater, the same clothing since December when I moved in, when I first saw her walking down the hallway. And she gets up. I don't know really where she goes. I have seen her several times down over by the Rite Aid, in between the bus stop and the shrubbery there, and she just, with her foot, she kind of shuffles around with the dirt and stuff like that and picks up. I kind of thought she was snipe hunting, but it doesn't. I don't think she smokes at all. Whether she drinks alcohol or no, I don't know. I don't think she needs it. I would maybe think no. The other one over here does, definitely. She's a drinker. She's a Carla drinker in that sense. Though lately she has been quiet. So it's her turn to pick up the shift over here. It's Wednesday morning. And I have to work tonight at Regal. And tomorrow night. So this is 6 nights of this infernal racket that she's been doing. It's all night long. All night long.
That's right, Janice Quinones. She was approved yesterday as the new head of the DWP.
She was a former PG&E.
And she was nominated by LA Mayor Karen Bass. Take a look at this.
She's going to be making $750,000?
She was approved unanimously by the council.
Is that why the rates are going up?
Nationwide search for who would fill the role after General Manager Martin Adams announced he would be retiring from his position.
Oh, yeah. She's got DEI written all over her face.
More than $750,000, nearly twice as much as her predecessor. Members of the LA City Council yesterday, however, saying this salary, even though it sounds high, reflects the pay in such a competitive market, especially the private sector. Quinones comes from PG&E, where
competitive?
She was during the meeting yesterday.
Yeah, I enjoy making $750,000 working 2 jobs.
The agency with millions of Angelinos, including climate concerns, beautification.
Yep, climate concerns, DEI.
Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez.
That spells expensive whenever that happens.
On her due to previous issues with transparency and corruption with the DWP that occurred prior to Adams' tenure. Part of the overall goal is to build toward 100% renewable energy by 2035.
Well, the whole LA water system was built on corruption.
More than 25 years of experience as a senior executive in the utility and engineering industry.
It's May Gray. It is May 15th, 2024. It's a little after 1 o'clock in the morning. Afternoon. 6 nights, 7 nights now of this. Fuck. Oh. Well, we had another fun time on the old metro line. There was another brutal attack. This is what, 3 or 4 in a span of since this weekend, I believe. It's not really getting any better. And I have still yet to see any of these buses that they were so quickly wanting to put plastic barriers to protect the drivers. They should protect the drivers, but also it should be a little more discerning. Look, they've been putting out there that there's like hepatitis outbreaks in some of the homeless encampments now. They're encampments because they want to put it, they don't want to spread it, they don't want to say it's all homeless, so certain spots of the city and stuff like that. I was kind of wondering when they were going to start to do this. So my guess is that if it's kind of funny how it's just now happening, but it didn't occur during the lockdown. You think about that? And it's just now happening in 2024, where there really even hasn't happened any problems. Anyway, I think the next thing they could say is that, I don't know, they got there's a outbreak of tuberculosis and severe blah blah blah, and maybe use that going forward in trying to discriminate and also not allow homeless people or non-paying customers onto the buses. I don't know, they're doing a lot of stupid shit, especially since LA County just hired the most expensive employee in history at $750,000 DWP. Look, DWP was founded on a lot of corruption, and I will try to find that link. But it's just like Edison, Tesla, what they did to Tesla and everything else. The water rights also to Las Vegas, the Colorado River and such, that's all bad. But LA has one of the biggest corruptions too. I think Niagara Falls also falls in that section. Hope you guys find what you're seeking for. Really do. Gonna be tough out there, folks. Stay positive and keep going. Seriously, keep going with it. You know how when you're trying something and you're trying to rattle it and it won't work, or you got to give it a shake, or you got to wait for the reset for like 3 seconds to go by, or 10 seconds, or even up to 15 minutes. In life, do the same thing in general. Same thing. If you're going to mess around with some stupid mechanical or tech device that keeps locking you out, or things like that, if you don't apply that same thing in everyday life, then you wasted your time and your money, if not your parents' money. Yeah, no, keep doing it. Not to the point where you're gonna drive yourself insane or anything like that, but certainly sometimes, no, that's how life is. It's fortitude. It really is. You know, you have to be persistent about something, but you have to have the fortitude. You want to have the drive. If not, then there's another way around it. You folks have seen me do this. Come on. Seriously. You know how easily frustrated I get. Oh, and expecting to get water wet by the pool. That guy was doing what he was doing. Couldn't hear him. He doesn't say. Normally when they do that, they have the big blower, and you can hear that electrical device. And normally they say, "Excuse me, sir, this person didn't." So, and you can't hear that little rinky-dink electrical device. There's no petrol-operated lawn care facility machinery allowed here in Pasadena. It all has to be electric and quiet as heck. Oh yeah, that's it. Time to go.
Los Angeles city leaders taking action after recent attacks on Metro riders and operators.
Mayor Karen Bass saying for the first time, Metro is not safe. KTLA's Andy Rose Ramos.
She just said it was safe and ridership was increasing last month.
Megan and Chris, good morning to you both. I don't have to tell either of you that these violent attacks just keep happening over and over again. I'm standing here in Encino, and I don't know if you can see the bus stop behind me, but this is where just a couple of days ago a bus was traveling down here Ventura Boulevard when a suspect actually began stealing people's cell phones on the bus and then actually hitting a man, a victim, with a pair of pliers. The bus eventually pulling over right here behind me, and that is when law enforcement came to everybody's aid. But now local leaders saying they are sick of hearing about these violent attacks. They don't want passengers to be in danger, and they don't want this to be just another violent attack. They want it to be one of the last.
I think the ridership wants safety. They deserve safety on our subway systems. They deserve safety on our bus systems. Your expectancy should be, if you get on a bus in the city of LA, if you ride the subway in the city of LA, that you're not going to be stabbed, that you're not going to be harassed, that you're going to be able to come back home to your family and to your children.
All right, here's what we've seen just in the past 2 months. We've seen a bus hijacking in downtown LA on March 21st, 2 separate stabbings in one day on April 13th, a rider stabbed to death on April 22nd, 2 more stabbings this past Monday, and on Tuesday, a A man arrested after allegedly attacking someone with pliers on a bus. That's where I'm standing. I just mentioned that case. Although these multiple crimes against Metro passengers have happened, Metro says fewer crimes are being reported per passenger, especially compared to this time last year. But that is little comfort to Metro drivers and passengers who are becoming victims of several recent attacks.
A good number of the
That's the other one we go to.
Are severely
Western and Hollywood.
Ill, and they need help.
I believe law enforcement plays an important role as it relates to deterring, but also as it relates to addressing criminals who are opportunists, who are coming on our trains, that aren't mentally ill, not substance abusers, but are playing criminals that are stealing and robbing our riders.
Well, then get rid of the bail system.
Megan and Chris, I want to get into what's happening today. Later on this morning, right around 11 a.m., that is when
Do what it was the way it was before.
Is going to be holding a press conference. She's going to be standing alongside Metro leaders, those who work for Metro LA, in order to discuss putting on more law enforcement onto those trains and buses. I've spoken to Mayor Karen Bass about this issue in a one-on-one around this time last year. She said she knows that passengers don't feel safe, and we hope that today will bring them closer to feeling
So for a year, she's done nothing.
Reporting live in Encino, I'll send it back to you guys.
Fuck.
Annie Rose, thank you.
Well, here's another incident that just happened.
Metro train line near the Red Line station at 2nd and Broadway. This is where LAPD and the LA City Fire Department has responded.
2nd and Broad. That's like the Bunker Hill station.
On top of a Red Line train there in the underground station there. Now we're hearing from
He was surfing the train?
person on top of the train. It sounds like they may have gotten the first person down. It's unclear if that first man was armed with a knife or not. They're working on getting the second man down. You can see the legs of the firefighters here on scene to see if they need to treat that person. But again, a large response here to the Red Line train station here at 2nd and Broadway for a man on top of a train there in the underground station. Now for more traffic, we're going to toss to Ginger Chan. Ginger?
Abby, you're talking about some major streets there heading into downtown LA, 2nd and Broadway. You know, instead of Broadway, do like Central and Avalon.
Just keeps getting better, Metro.
But that is a situation where, depending on how long it'll be,
To live and die in LA.
Head of a lawsuit says he was placed on the do not rehire list. The former sheriff's lawyer says that move has dealt a, quote, lethal blow to Villanueva's career. The Sheriff's Department's Civilian Oversight Commission determined last year that Villanueva had violated discrimination and harassment policies. The claim involves alleged
Who ride the bus all day long, and at the end of the line, like what we
She said they're calling it a moving mobile home.
process of having to move all of those people out who are asleep, who have been riding the bus all morning long. They moved out here, and they're standing behind this stop because they don't want to be on camera right now. And what we hear from passengers is that they get back on the bus as it turns around, and they ride it for the rest of the day as long as they possibly can. And again, that passenger calling this a moving mobile home. We're going to be riding the bus all morning long in order to see this for ourselves and bring you exactly what experience we have been seeing and what we've been hearing. But I want to go to some images we have coming to us from the past hour, because we know that another incident happened over in downtown Los Angeles. Our Sky 5 was overhead on the scene in order to bring that to us. We understand and confirmed to us from the news desk, thank you Alberto for doing this, but a man with a knife on top of Metro train in downtown Los Angeles. Sky 5 just overhead.
One of
again,
two.
Confirming that man with a knife on top of a Metro train. Now you can't see that individual, that's suspect, because we do know that the train was underneath the ground, and so that was inside the station. But that is the scene that you were looking at happening at the historic Broadway station, and that person now taken into custody. But we have been hearing in the past couple of days from local officials who are saying enough is enough, and they are demanding action. Take a listen.
I think the ridership wants safety. They deserve safety on our subway systems. They deserve safety on our
We've been
buses.
screaming about this since the lockdown, and yet nothing has been done about it.
If you ride the subway in the city of LA, that you're not going to be stabbed, that you're not going to be harassed, that
But you are.
to come back home
And
to your
you
family
are.
and to your children.
Just in the past 2 months, we have seen a bus hijacking in downtown Los Angeles on March 21st.
And now,
2 separate
today.
stabbings on April